Thanks for watching ERi-TV, dear viewers. Welcome to our news broadcast. Here are the headlines. Seminar on livestock and seeds quarantine in Gash Marka. Calls made for soil and water conservation activities in unsupervision. Turkey, Syria, Russia defense ministers hold talks in Moscow. Death toll rises with dozens missing after Cambodia casino fire. In our domestic news, the Ministry of Agriculture branch in Gash Barkar region organized a seminar focusing on quarantine of livestock and crop seeds. The objective of the seminar, in which agricultural partners from all the subzones of the region took part in Tasene, was to develop the understanding on the importance of livestock and crop seeds quarantine in controlling the prevalence of cross-border livestock and vegetables diseases. At the meeting, Mr. Abrahale Haile Mikhail, head of seeds development, gave briefing on the quarantine proclamation number 156/2006 and on the consequences of illegal cross-border products on the health of the society. Mr. Saara Abraham, head of livestock development, on his part said that controlling the isolation of livestock and other products that illegally cross the border will have significant contribution in curbing the prevalence of cross-border human and animal diseases. Mr. Saara also called on farmers to refrain from applying medicines that are not verified by health professionals and traders from practicing in the illegal activity. Speaking at the event, Mr. Siyum Gabriyesus, administrator of the Sene subzone, called for reinforced participation in controlling illegal livestock and crop seeds cross-border activities and concerned bodies to take strong legal action on those that engage in the illegal activity. The acting head of agriculture and land in Ansabar region, Mr. Gabra Maskal Tawalda, called on farmers to carry out reinforced soil and water conservation activities with a view to boost agricultural production. At the meeting organized in Karan on 27 December, Mr. Gabra Maskal called on farmers to pay due attention to putting in place agricultural infrastructure, construction of terraces and water diversion schemes, construction of water reservoirs, as well as family backyard farming. According to the reports presented at the meeting, over 55,000 hectares of land has been cultivated, and 87% of that with crops, 7% cereals, and 6% oil crops, and called for practicing improved crops and sweet potatoes, as well as practicing crop rotation and applying natural fertilizers. The report further called on farmers to exert effort to develop poultry and beef farming activities and use smokeless oven. The participants on their part conducted extensive discussion on the reports presented and adopted various recommendations, including controlling pesticides that are not approved by agricultural experts, supplying materials for conducting soil and water conservation activity, vaccinating livestock, as well as for integration of efforts with partners. Assistant Nurse Abu Bakr Ahmed, head of health station at Abderde administrative area, Agordat subzone, reported that the health station is providing commendable mother and child health care services as well as pre and post antenatal care, indicating that regular awareness raising activities on health issues is being provided. Assistant Nurse Abu Bakr said that regular follow-up on pregnant women and vaccination to children is being conducted, pointing out that the health station provides health service to patients from administrative areas of Karshamla and Ali Banai in Agordat subzone and administrative areas of Hashishai, Ad Fakai, Badob and Ad Mahmud in Haga subzone. Assistant Nurse Abu Bakr said that the health station is also contributing in controlling the prevalence of communicable diseases. Their administrative area is located 42 kilometers east of Agordat. Adib is home to over 10,000 people. Those are domestic news. Please stay tuned for the international right after the short break. Defense ministers of Russia, Turkey and Syria have held talks in Moscow in a clear sign of normalization between Ankara and Damascus in the decade-long Syrian war. Turkish Defense Minister Hulusi Akar and the head of its national intelligence organization, Hakam Fidan, met Syrian Defense Minister Ali Mahmoud Abbas and Syrian Intelligence Chief Ali Mamluk in Moscow, along with Russia's Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu. The Turkish Defense Ministry said on Wednesday. The meeting is of significance because the Turkish and Syrian ministers held talks for the first time in 11 years. However, there are still major differences between Ankara and Damascus over the Syrian issue. Turkish President Erdogan this month announced that he proposed to Russian President Vladimir Putin forming a trilateral mechanism with Russia and Syria to accelerate diplomacy between Ankara and Damascus. The death toll has risen to at least 19 and dozens of others remain missing after a fire engulfed in casino complex in Cambodia on Wednesday, according to local authorities. Another 70 people were injured in the blaze at the Grand Diamond City Hotel and Casino in Phuket, a city that borders Thailand, and the death toll was expected to rise as rescuers searched for victims who were trapped in the building. Thai rescue workers who responded to emergency calls from Cambodian authorities said some victims had jumped to their deaths from the burning building in a frantic attempt to escape. 2 people died immediately when they hit the ground, and around 4 to 5 others broke their legs. 11 bodies, including 7, had died from smoke inhalation and were found in locked hotel rooms. Approximately 700 Thai citizens were rescued and sent to hospitals in Thailand, according to authorities. Some 300 police officers, 11 fire trucks, and a number of helicopters were deployed to the scene. The cause of the fire is not yet known, and the hotel's narrow and elevated layout had made it difficult to fully assess the status of the blaze. Please stay tuned now for a recap of tonight's headlines. Seminar on livestock and seeds quarantine in Gaj Barka. Calls made for soil and water conservation activity in Ansibar region. Turkey, Syria, Russia defense ministers hold talks in Moscow. Death toll rises with dozens missing after Cambodia casino fire. And that was our news for tonight, dear viewers. It is good night from us.